Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you today for a movie review, and this is for Captive State movie review. So I'm going to discuss what I watched and let you know my thoughts on this movie. So let's get started on this review. Now, this is basically about these aliens that come to invade, or these beings that come to invade the Earth or whatever, and then this movie just alternates with different plot holes and different explanations of what's going on with the movie, and this movie goes nowhere. This movie is a confusing piece of shit, and it just it just doesn't deliver enough to be entertaining. It's hard to follow this movie. I tried to understand what was going on with this movie when I was watching it, and there's just confusing loopholes in this movie. John Goodman's character is pretty good, and I like him as an actor. And the kid who played Gabriel in this movie just has a convincing role to play in the movie. It's very convincing to watch through in the movie. Machine Gun Kelly's just like those side characters in the movie that doesn't offer enough to try to be entertaining. He's just one of those side characters in the movie. That's all I can explain. But this movie just, they go after mostly this organization or this Chicago network that's setting up to kill this Robert Wyatt guy in the movie. And it just sets up for that they're gonna kill this guy, and they succeeded, and it just builds up to that moment, and that's where it got confusing. It doesn't explain more about how the aliens invaded or why they did. They just lived there for like 9 years now. It's like 9 years after they invaded. They don't do nothing with that, and that's really stupid, and it makes the movie very, very dumb to watch. It's confusing, it's very boring, and it's not a movie I would recommend you guys watching. It's a shame that I have to give you guys a bad review for a movie that came out this past Friday, but this movie's such garbage, and I couldn't fathom with watching more of this movie, because the ending's so confusing, where John Goodman goes up to descend to like space or something. I don't know. He just descends somewhere in this pod that he goes up on. And then Gabriel's actually working for John Goodman at the end of the movie, saying, "You work for me now." And it's just a confusing loophole of a movie that takes you nowhere and doesn't give you an interesting ride to enjoy. But some scenes in the movie I did like. The action scenes were pretty good, but the movie itself is garbage, and I'm gonna have to give this a 4 out of 10. This movie is not good, and it's just a confusing loophole of a movie. That's all I can say about it. But comment below, let me know what you guys thought of Captive State if you've seen the movie, and if you like this review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on this review. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you Friday for the Us movie review, or sometime that weekend or whenever it gets released on the website. I'll be reviewing that movie after I've watched it mostly. But thanks for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video.